everyone, this is Rabbit's Law Animation Bliss, and here's a bit of an animated special video, and we'll be celebrating the 25th anniversary of X-Men the Animated Series. And before I get into this video, I would like to remind everyone that new videos will be posted every Sunday. It can be Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Sunday evening, depending on when I can get the videos posted up. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean that there was a bit of animated news that was released during the week that we wanted to cover. So those would be considered special videos, but new videos will be posted up every Sunday. So now let's get into this video about the 25th anniversary of X-Men the Animated Series. Now, a few weeks ago, I did the 25th anniversary of Batman the Animated Series, which was another superhero cartoon that premiered the same year as X-Men the Animated Series, which was 1992. And so there was a big celebration about Batman the Animated Series, but I wanted to talk more about X-Men the Animated Series because as much as Batman the Animated Series was a huge inspiration in me loving superhero cartoons that I do now, X-Men the Animated Series was another superhero cartoon that really inspired me to love superhero cartoons in the future, and made me a huge X-Men fan to this very day. What I love so much about X-Men the Animated Series was that it was able to take the themes about how people would be prejudiced in the real world, such as they being prejudiced against by other people because of their race or because of their religion or because of their culture, because of their orientation or sexual orientation, whatever. And the X-Men was like detailing those social themes in the series by having the mutants being prejudiced against by the other humans because they got powers and they have powers that could destroy the humans if they're not careful with it. And I like how the show was able to like explore that issue that the mutants have in the real world, have in the human world, and how they're trying so hard to like make the humans see that not all mutants are bad. You know, just because they have powers that are dangerous doesn't mean that they're going to use those powers for bad or for evil. And I also like their rivalry or their rivalry with Magneto, because it shows that there are some mutants out there that are bad and they're willing to do a lot of humans harm, but yet you can see a complex character to Magneto's character in the series, as he's like, you know, I want the mutants to coexist in this, I want the mutants to kind of exist in this world, but I feel like we're not going to get that if the humans are in the way of everything, so we're just going to have to destroy all humans. So I felt like Magneto was a really interesting character in this series, and I just love the X-Men's relationship with each other in general. Like, they treat each other with like a family, and I always love that dynamic with the X-Men characters in general. Like, they treat each other like their family, even though they're from different parts of the world, or they're from like different countries or something like that. But those are the things I love so much about X-Men as a whole, is how they treat each other as a family and try to convince a man that, you know, we're the good guys, you know, just because some mutants are bad doesn't mean we're bad. So that's what I liked about their characters. And this show actually introduced me to Wolverine. Wolverine became one of my all-time favorite X-Men characters, and this show really showcased Wolverine in such a positive light. It really made me fall in love with his character. So I definitely love the way that they presented Wolverine, and it also introduced me to other X-Men characters like Gambit and Rogue and Storm and Beast and Cyclops and all of them. So this show really introduced me to the world of the X-Men as a whole, and ever since then I've been a huge fan of the X-Men. I've even been collecting a lot of their comics over the years, because at the time the show came out, I never read an X-Men comic at the time. I've only saw the TV shows that were made of the X-Men at the time, but a few years ago I started reading X-Men comics a lot more, and I have to thank the show for that, because it introduced me to the world of the X-Men. It also introduced me to the world of superhero cartoons in general, and I started watching superhero cartoons a lot after X-Men. Especially Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, Young Justice, you know, are some of my favorite superhero shows I can name off. And I have to thank X-Men the Animated Series and Batman the Animated Series for both introducing me to the world of superhero cartoons. So tell me in the comments below, have you heard of X-Men the Animated Series? And if you have, how has this show inspired you to love superhero cartoons in general? Or has this show introduced you to the world of the X-Men? Please feel free to comment below. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, so we can keep you updated on any new videos we post up, and also like our Facebook page. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit's Law Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later.